Sending love to my motherland, a beautiful place in Africa. They love like a family, but please don't step out our toes now. We are the elephants. Oh yes, I know we can.
Utimbara kijani microphone mamega not muted. Tini one what yedong in your parangwen. Man near dwe. Oh, sorry. Now I can see no sound, no sound. Yes, I realized that there's no sound. Today we are on 14th of December. That means that we are just 11 days away from um Christmas. That is the biggest celebration of the year. Like I think all over the world, this is the the biggest celebration that I think the entire world experiences. Like it's always this time. That's why they call it festive season. So, um, guys, I may mix the language a little bit today because I think this is very important because I need all the Ugandans and people around the globe to listen to what I'm going to say tonight. This is absolute shame to northern Uganda what just happened, what we experienced in the recent months. Recent weeks. It's absolute shame. Now, get me. I want to say this. I want to make it may be a disclaimer, it may be something else. It depends on the way you interpret it. I am not a politician. I'm just someone who lets information out. I'm not a politician, and I don't even wish to be a politician, at least not even anytime soon. So, if I'm saying this, no one should quote and think maybe I have some political interest anywhere. I don't even have a political party. I don't. That's why sometimes you see me with anyone who is maybe in DP political party, no, NRM. That's me because I always want to stick to what is right. And whenever I see that whatever I've gotten into is not the best, I always try to withdraw, and I withdraw. At least you bear me with that witness. Now, big apologies. I've not been here like for I think the last 2-3 weeks because of some other commitment. I really get so busy one of these days. Now, guys, I want us to really have this discussion today, and I would like you who are out there, please make sure you write whatever you want to write so that the world gets to know what you have in your mind regarding tonight's topic. We know that all this mess started when it was announced. Okay, like we all know that as a presidential candidate, you are supposed to go and travel all over the country, and then you're supposed to be in any part of the country. And then we have seen Muzei President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni do that, that is the same that should have happened to all the other candidates. I don't know what is happening to the other candidates because I've never seen all the other candidates come. I don't know, maybe it's their schedule has not yet, you know, clocked. So I've seen so far. I have seen His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni, and then also uh, His Excellency President of NUP Chagulanyi has also come in northern Uganda. So when we are talking about this mess, what happened on 6th of this month, which is just 2 weeks away? Yeah, almost 2 weeks away. That was a disaster. Whatever we experienced here was absolute disaster, a disgrace, and a shame to northern Uganda. I had a conversation with my friend who is a police officer at a higher rank. We went somewhere, we were eating, and I asked him, I was like, my OP, this is my OP. So I asked him, like, what is it, like, what is happening differently this year that Bobi Wine seems to be moving freely, and then because we all know that Bobi Wine's campaigns, gathering, rallies has been about tear gas, scattering, and all that. We all know that. It's all over the news. It's not me saying it. The papers has it. The media has it. Like everywhere. We all know this. So I asked him, what is it that you've done differently this year that makes Bobby Wine more free and it goes everywhere? Then the guy was like, okay, we realized that our images were being tarnished just by some few individuals. Like who would try and say things that tarnishes our image rather than just, you know, making it better. Then I was like, okay, so that means all this has been about order from above, right? So he just laughed at me because he didn't want to discuss, like to go deeper into it. Yeah, being my hobby doesn't mean like he would tell me everything. So we just ended up laughing, and I said, that's bon appetit, and he ended up eating, and I was also eating. But I congratulated him. I was like, you know what? You did well because I like it when the image of the security forces are much better. Now, little did I know that this year, it's going to, like, in Gulu, of all places, it's going to be the whole, it's going to be something else. After appreciating, that is what I received. I felt so disappointed with myself, first of all, but of course, it's not my own making. So, guys, what I'm saying here is that Bobby Wine, Robert Chagulanyi, Sentamo had his schedule here in Gulu on 6th of December. And people were ready to welcome him. I remember I came out. When I came out, I tried to do a show. But this time, I was in a forest. So I tried to do my show from a forest because I was in a village. The time I scheduled for the show caught me when I was in the forest. Somewhere in the village deep. Then I tried to do it. But I think because of the network, that couldn't work. Now, what I was saying in that live talk show, I wanted to warn our young uh, kids, our young kids, uh, our young boys and girls, men and women who were planning to engage in some dirty activity, just like it happened. Because all my ears were open and I kept hearing, like, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Then in my mind, I was like, you guys, in northern Uganda, we all know that whether it's the opposition or the ruling party candidate is speaking about sending Muzei back to power, sending His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni back to the seat. Now, in my mind, I was like, okay, fine. Can we just let Bobi Wine come just like he has been in other places? Let's give him the platform. Let him come, sell his ideas. Let's listen to him. Let's give him the platform, just like it's supposed, just like he's entitled to, like he's rightfully supposed to be here. So that really got me so disappointed because I wanted to warn these young kids. I personally picked a phone call. I picked my call and then I called some of them and I was like, don't do what you're planning to do. Just stay away. Just leave this guy do his things. However much you are going to be given any money, just don't do anything beyond. If you're going to, if you've been given money to just wear the yellow t-shirts, why not just wear the yellow t-shirts, but do not disturb the people power. Do not disturb the people of Noob. That was my idea. Unfortunately, that live did not work out. I couldn't do any other video later on simply because one of the people, I don't know whether at which level, I don't want to say anything much, but saw that and told me, Jal, like for us, we say, Jal, do not proceed with whatever you were trying to do. Don't do it. Now, it's not that I'm scared, but trust me, I've also been engaged with a lot of burials, a lot of funerals, a lot of, like, there's been so much on my table. That's why you can see I've been also a bit minimal here. So, it's not that I feared what he told me, but because of the schedules ahead of me, very overwhelming, very overwhelming. Like I had overwhelming schedules. That's very true. So when Bobby Wine finally came, we had to let this information out. How people were being treated. There was a cocoon of ghetto kids, although not like ghetto youth, they call them ghetto youth from Gulu. And it's not just ghetto youth, but it's NRM ghetto youth. They were busy scaring, they were busy threatening, and they were busy trying to stop people from going to Bobby Wine's campaign. Um, I tried. I tried to be careful as well on that day. I had to watch. I had to send my people to find out what is happening. so that I don't go into something because I'm a parent. Like I also have people that depend on me, so I had to be careful before I could step in there. So, guys, when I came to town, I saw these young men and women ghetto youth and cadres. These cadres, I don't know even whether I don't know. I doubt if they even qualify to be cadres because I know with a cadre you should complete your training fully. Then when your training is completed, that is the time that you finally receive your maybe a certificate for completion to the training. But these people do not even receive any certificate uh, for their training. The training just ended up, I think, hanging somewhere. Like, I doubt if they even completed because they fell out with their boss, the one who was in charge. I don't know whether he was uh, the guy who got the contract of doing that. I don't know whether he was he. I don't know. Do these things even like? Do they do tender? Like I think it was like a tender thing. Kind of. So not to gossip, but these cadres were under a, a member of parliament candidate for Padegala Yibi, Tony Gitara, who was handling the training. And this training was actually conducted within his facility here in Gulu City. I saw these cadres later on, I think because things never worked out well with them, they ended up giving themselves to be used by anyone who has the capacity to use them. We all witnessed that when Mao, Honorable His Excellency Mao, Norbert Mao, was having his launch for the campaign for going to parliament. We all witnessed that. They were there, they availed themselves, the cadres. Now they hate Honorable Tony Kitara with a passion because of what happened between them. I don't know. I'm yet to investigate more, but they hate him with a passion. That's why they went to the opposite side, to the opponent, who is Mao, Honorable, uh, you know, um, Norbert Mao. So these cadres were used. Now, these ghetto youth, the street kids, whose name uh, has been modernized to ghetto youth, they all team up together, they gang up together to disorganize. I did a documentary this afternoon. You guys need to check it. That shows how threats were being poured all over social media in attacking whoever comes for Bobi Wine's show. I mean, not show, sorry. You know, me, him being a musician, I would think about his show. Anyone coming to Bobi Wine's campaign, they threaten, they want, and then they wanted to deal with that person. But, but people were there. That was also the time that I remember this gentleman called Ozele the champion also moved from yellow to red. That is from NRM to People Power. And Ozele, the champion, also organized his team. And he told them, you guys, this is about change. I don't know how exactly he spoke to them, but I think he managed to convince this young ghetto youth who are not NRM ghetto youth, okay? And told them, just go. Our president is there. Go and listen to him. And we all witnessed these people were there. So the whole operation started some days before, where they were distributing money to this ghetto youth. I don't know where the finances are coming from, okay? I think you guys are going to make sure you help me. We investigate this. They were dishing out cash to this ghetto youth. Now, just imagine these are ghetto youth that do not have even what to do for a living. Okay? And then these ghetto youth, they want to live every day. They want to eat. They want to make sure that they live for the next day. And now the ghetto youth were receiving some money, which was like, you know how much? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 maximum. And this is big money to them. Because for you to get 1,000, 2,000, you probably need to rob someone to get it. And robbing someone doesn't care what you do to the person, even if it means taking away, taking that person's life. That is what it means. So coming with 5,000 just for you to parade, to move around the streets and beat up people, and you're very sure you have the assurance that the police will not attack you and the soldiers will not actually attack you, that really gave them the worst. So these cadres were there. The ghetto youth were there. I know you've seen on social media. Their leaders were very noisy and talking because they know that like they have a backup. And this is, by the way, I thought I would say this at the conclusion. But whatever happened, this happened on a yellow indication. This happened on a yellow, like people who were doing this, they were wearing yellow. They were wearing NRM. It's not that anyone, maybe a noble what has but as maybe hired these people to wear the yellow or what. But these were the people who are known. These are the people known for being supportive of yellow. And they were there saying all they had to say, speaking whatever, whether it's nonsense, threats, or laughing at the death. It was being done on a yellow NRM t-shirt with President Museveni's picture on it. This got me so confused. At some point, I thought maybe NRM were not looking for votes. If they have gone to this level of using people who would actually take more votes away from NRM and using them trying to get more votes for NRM. Somehow, I don't want to say this because some of these things are prepared for conclusions. But I think when they come, let me just pick them, find where to place them. Somehow, I want to think some of these leaders are setting up NRM government. They're setting up the system, they're setting up and saying, okay, we shall within the system tarnish the name of the of the party. Because sincerely, why would you get to use to beat up people? In other words, actually, you're making Bobi Wine Chagulanyi more popular. You're making him get the sympathy votes. You're making him, actually, you're making a point for what he always says. So, this ghetto youth, I know some of them as threatened, they'll talk. If they don't receive their money, they'll speak up. They'll mention people who have hired them. They'll mention whoever was behind all this. And I know they're capable of doing that. Now, this is where you ask yourself, if you're a learned person and you're there in NRM, and then you go ahead to use people who survive on wheat, even for a lunch or supper, or for breakfast, and you think you can trust, now, just imagine if this person, you get to disappoint such a person, and he gets to talk, he will talk, and he will tarnish your name. He will tarnish your reputation. He will tarnish whatever you built over the years. That name will go down completely. Now, talking about leaders in the NRM, maybe. We've had names pop up, like the names of our current incumbent member of parliament, Honorable Jarma Penduzi. I love the fact that he came out and tried to clear the air. Because there was this gentleman called Deo Thierry who said that Honorable Jarama Penduzi was in charge of organizing one, the borders, because to be honest, some of these borders somehow also interfered with Bobi Wine's program of the day. Much as Honorable Jarama Penduzi says that he told them clearly that they should not go and interfere with the program of Bobi Wine's campaign. But some of these borders still interfered. They came. And allow me to say this. Salute. I salute you. Some of you, these security officials who were there. The police, to me, what you've done at some point. Let me tell you guys, okay? Let's get this. It may be hard to explain this, but let me try. Let me try. Just give me time to try and explain this. I have been watching this police. I've been watching the army. Those who were deployed, you can easily tell from their faces and their body language that they have nothing to do with anything to do with this chaos. Some of them that were just watching, maybe a few were frustrated. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe they are worried about, I don't know, maybe they have their issues. It's the one who were just raising their sticks on people. The majority of the UPDF, they were they were okay. They were amazing. They were just telling people, you go. They were not raising any sticks on people. Just a few. And the police. The police, I remember in my presence, they warned those borders. They warned some people who are wearing yellows. And they were trying to go for Bobi Wine's campaign from the venue. And they said, you people, go back, go away. And you see them trying to insist to be around. And the policemen were saying, we are just trying to save your life. If you people want to go and be there for the campaign, we can allow you. But we shall come and collect you when you're already dead. And they were chasing those guys with yellow, trying to enter Bobi Wine's campaign. That is the best part of the police, where they did. However, we all know that they also fail at some point. So, guys, that is how maybe the number of, or maybe the cases of death reduce in Bobi Wine's visit in Gulu City. I haven't touched yet about Noya. Do you guys know in Noya, some people have gone as far as, do you know why the prisoners were there? The prison warders were there. Do you know why the prison warders were there? Because there were no people to put on yellows, NRM t-shirts. People refused to put on NRM t-shirts. Instead, what they did, they brought inmates. So the inmates were putting on yellow t-shirts, and people now thought, these are the NRMs. That is what happened in Nuaya. Inmates were there. So the prison warders were there to protect the inmates, not to escape. You see that? Now, that is what we all had, and it's on various platforms, and it's already public right now, what is being said. So, guys, back to what happened. Up to now, apart from a few leaders, like maybe Father Eric, I remember Honorable Norbert Mao. right from his campaign launch, he said he can never deal with ghetto youth. He can never deal with Agu because where he's working, he's supposed to deal with them in a different way. He cannot allow someone to be beaten up, to be stolen, to be robbed, and then you say, "Hey, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. These are okay." So I remember Honorable Norbert Mao saying that, disclaiming it, even at his campaign launch. There are people who came out ashamedly, shamelessly, let me say, some people who have been known for years for being opposition, they had the guts to say that Bobi Wine got what he deserved. Being beaten up, being manhandled, and you say like he got what he deserved. Is it because of the 300 million that you picked plus Moset's t-shirts from the NRM secretariat? And this is a shame. Come on, guys. I think let's face the reality. Let's call a spade a spade. We all know in northern Uganda, people are going to vote President Yoweri Museveni. We all know that. Why can't you let this young man come do his things, whatever, the way he wants it? Just the police should be around just to keep peace and order. Law and order. Like just that. Not to beat up any people, not to over, like control and do like the way it has been done. I remember President Museveni moved from the city center. What is wrong with a fellow candidate moving also from the city center? This is where sometimes I get so confused. I am not a politician, but I just feel this. I feel like it's not appropriate, you know, like it's not right. These are the things that tarnishes the name of the government, even where it's not necessary. So the atrocities were done. People were robbed, phones were stolen, uh, people were injured, two deaths in counting, and no NRM leader giving out a statement, probably condemning this, because the people who were over, uh, 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 the people who were really there and dominating all this chaos was the NRM get to use. Apart from the statement we had from Honorable Jarama Pinduzi from NRM, there's been no one, like really, really no one, except the NRM chairperson, Gulu West, Honorable Otobi, Jacob Otobi, who condemned this and said this is not right, that it should never happen again. No one came. So, guys, keep writing. Thank you so much. I like what I see. You guys are writing, and I'll read all of them. This is absolutely wrong. What happened? Let him move. Why are you bringing something that looks tribalistic? We all know that we have Baganda women in our homes. We have our, like personally, my sister has married a Muganda. My, like there's intermarriages almost everywhere. Our people are living in Kampala, people are living in Buganda. Why are you doing something? It's a shame. Why should you even come and start saying, we don't want you, Bobi Wine? You have the guts to say this. We don't want you to step here. Why? As who? We don't want you to step here because this is, like, really? Seriously? I'm not a people power. Don't mistake me. I'll even vote for President Museveni to go back to power. I may vote him or not. This, some of these things here determines where I put my ballot. It determines. Everyone is quiet. The security, like, guys, the police will be looking for this ghetto youth, their goose, the whole day, the whole week. By this time, they were working together. The patrol for police, the patrol for the UPDF, the patrol for ghetto youth, and the so-called cadres, of which now I categorize them under one ago, even the cadres, because they did not do anything that separates that this is a cadre and then this one is an ago, a ghetto youth, beating up people, beating up. Some of you were lucky because you even went ahead as you went ahead to attack some of security guards, trying to beat them up. You're like, you were lucky. I think Kulu people are just so tolerant, which to me now I think it has become too tolerant. That even the worst nonsense sometimes people see, they even ignore it. But let me tell you, that day it came so close like this that it was going to be the ghetto youth, the cadre versus the community. I think that came at a point when I was doing my recording. Okay, I want to make a reference to this. This came at a point when I was doing my recording, and some of these cadres were ghetto youth. They came to me. I don't know. Maybe they thought maybe they could beat me up. I don't know. But you guys know what? The community ganged up immediately and overnumbered them and told these guys that, you know what? If you're going to put your hands on a journalist, then today you will regret why you were born on this earth. They were like, you should have told us earlier. You should have told us earlier that you're a journalist. I don't account to you. I don't account to to a hooligan. Like, to These are hooligans, by the way. They normally call them goons. I don't know. I don't want to use that. So, what happened was a very big shame. Now, there was this young lady who was just putting on a red top, not even a people power cloth. But you know what? They broke her fingers. This one. Actually, they broke the middle one. They broke it down after like here. That's because he's putting on that. They stole shops. Very unfortunate. This guy I hear in the morning maybe was targeted because he posted a photo of himself plus his kids also putting on people power clothes attire. So what happened? They came for him, stole his shop, stole everything. A lot. Clothes. Some of them were even carrying dummies. I don't know where they would take the dummies. So people, there were a lot of damages, a lot of damages. Now this brings us to these young boys. Now there was a gentleman before the young boy. Let me just talk about this. There was a gentleman I hear is driving just a public address system car pickup, moving around, and this ghetto youth gets him on the way, pull him out of the car, cut him at the back of his head here from the neck. He was rushed to the hospital, but unfortunately, he never made it. Now, there was this young boy called Joshua Tim Leon. He stays just here at Custom Corner. This boy is a very young boy, not even yet, not even yet, um, he's not even yet at the age that can vote. So, he was just going back. He was just going back home, and then he meets the ghetto youth. Now, just imagine this ghetto youth were already empowered. They were given enjaga, weed. They were given alcohol. They were given money just to cause the havoc. Because even that day when Bobi Wine left, they still continued up to around 3 a.m. in the night to do their patrol. I don't know. So this young boy was just going back home. He had just returned from school, 15 years of age, almost 16. Actually, he should have made 16 already. Going back home, then they get him, they beat him up, hit his head, broke the neck, and left him there for dead. They got him, took him to the hospital, but the doctors tried their best. They put him on a machine. He was breathing using the machine. And that happened like for 3 days. And you know what, guys? They were trying to monitor to do their examination, like they were doing their investigation, and they found out that the brain was already dead because when they hit the head, blood poured in the brain, inside the brain, and everything got worse. And now, like with the neck, which was broken, there was already a lot of disconnections from the head to the main body, and he could not live. He could not. So the 3 days that the kid was on a machine, on the third day is when the doctors decided to talk to the parents. Told them, you guys, we can allow this, you know, we can allow this to go on and on. The guy will stay here. You may think he's still breathing when he's already dead. So you can choose to actually let him rest immediately or keep him here for so long, even when we know he's not going to survive. And of course, the repercussion, like he's, he's not going, like he's not going to make it, and the bills will be piling up. So later on, the family made up made a very bold decision to now let the kid rest finally. Now it's very, very painful to lose a child at that age. Now this is a kid who studies in Mukono. He studies in Mukono. He just came back for holiday. If maybe he was a kid from within here, you may think like, maybe he was already like any other kid around here. That sometimes we think that they connive with their goo and do that. He's not. I know their family personally. This is a well organized family with good manners and all that. This kid can never ever involve in anything stupid like I hear some people report. That the kid was found stealing water. No, he was beaten. That was some other. That was some. They are mixing two. You are mixing up two stories. The other kid who was beaten up was a street kid. The other one, I don't even know the name, was beaten up but never died. I guess. Yeah, never died. But this innocent child died. They just buried yesterday. And you know what? The Cholis have their ways of burying someone who was murdered by unknown people. They know it. There was nothing like prayers. There was nothing like what, because definitely this men of God will always come and they will speak whatever they want to say. Don't do this, don't do this. God doesn't allow this, but these people never allowed it. They said, "Our son, we don't know who killed you. Go and go and make sure that you pay the price." I don't want to say everything that they did, but they buried him in a well-deserved way. Now, you see where you, the leaders who have used this ghetto youth, where you put the families right now, the family of this ghetto youth. because we are most likely to see the death starting anytime from this week, tomorrow. Let's just count it. If I hear of any, I'm going to make sure that I come and report about it. Just in case I get to hear, I'll come and report it. The Cholis have their ways of doing things. They did it. I witnessed it with my own eyes. So you wait. You were talking too much. You were thinking like, you own the world, you own the city, you own everything. You wait and you see what will happen next to you and your people. So, guys, keep writing. I'm about to come for the comments. I'm almost there for the comments. So, this kid was buried. Probably justice may come in one way or the other. But the police, what are you doing? Do we still have this intelligence system that we call police intelligence? Do we still have them? Do we see all these threats? Do we see all this nonsense on the social media? What are we doing about it? The NRM leaders, these things were happening at the picture of NRM. What are you saying? It has already reached a level of death. People have lost their loved ones. What are you saying? I love the fact that these people never left any small space for any leader or any politician to come and take advantage of. They just buried the boy. If you're coming as a mourner, come as a mourner, sit and mourn, go back. No cooking, no nothing. That is the tradition. That is the tradition. Just a minute. I need some water. So, guys, I'm not a politician. I don't support any political party in particular. I'm always about people with the capacity. Now, if you heard from this NRM boss, Gulu Rabadegla Ibi, he said earlier they had already settled things. They had already talked about president. Oh, this is what is going to happen. Make sure on 15th of January you go and vote President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. And that was done and dusted. But this, what happened in Gulu during Honorable Chagolanyi's campaign, mixed up everything. It turned things upside down for NRM. And I don't want to be a prophet, but I know this, what just happened has costed NRM party a lot of votes. A lot of votes. Wow. This is unbelievable. But it's happening. Why Gulu of all places? Why Northern Uganda of all places? Trying to stop. Is not even the police at the lead, not even the army at the lead. But some selfish individuals taking advantage of hopeless group of people to tarnish the entire image of Acholi people. This is sad. And I love what you said, uh, Honorable Chagulani. If you're watching this, I know you have about to tune in. If you're watching this, I love the fact that you said this is not the Acholi people doing it. And I hope you mean it. Because that is the fact. It is the entire fact that is it. Even what happened does not represent even quarter 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 of the actually community. It does not represent. If you are to speak to to the majority, you realize that everyone is just about condemning what happened. So speaking politics is one thing. Being a politician is another one. I may be speaking politics, but I'm not a politician. I don't I don't support any party. I always come for individuals. I omit or mute their different political parties. So, guys, let me first read what you're saying so that we can move on. Let me read what you're saying. Okay, I think it's a lot. Okay, at some point, of course, there was no sound, and then it was no sound, no sound. Volume, please. Sorry. Loud and clear now. Thank you so much. That's now when I got the confirmation by Omara Patrick Mulumba that, yeah, the volume is up now. It all started without the volume. So you also went ahead. Okay, okay, done. That is Donaciano Ochola. I say that thanks, Ladidi Ben Afoy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. And then is Ismail it's is saying one love for always keeping us closer. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And then Appeal Winnie saying watching you live from Busia. Thank you so much. Good for us. Everyone who is there. I really appreciate that. And then Donaciano Ochola is back here and say I thought Tony is a candidate for Peche Laro. Yes. Did I say yes? He is. He is. I hope I didn't mention it badly, but it is Peche Laro because Peche Laro is where Mao is. So he's a competitor to Mao. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So thank you. Just in case I made mention the other way around. Sorry. Okay. Then Omon John, like I really don't know why your recording sometimes has no sound. Oh, yeah. Sure. Um. So sorry about that. It happened a few times. Not until I corrected it. It happened recently, and then I had to correct it. Then Loin Bosco, Loin Bosco Kumu says that Mapenduzi must be held accountable. Why did he convene? Why did he convene with Chakulani uh, campaign? What if was Museveni coming? Would he? Was he going to call Boda for his meeting? Do blame Ojara. I call spade a spade. You see, this is where maybe Mapenduzi went wrong. Okay, that is where even if he has not really told the street kids or maybe border to go and do all these things, people now will look at him. The choosing of the date was really horrible. I think he shouldn't have done that. Even for me, after now, I still want to believe that Ojara Mapenduzi is innocent. And now, because of all these dots, if you connect them, you will really see that maybe he also made a mistake. You know. So you're right, but it's just very unfortunate. Okay. This is Edward Chaya is saying, I haven't heard the presidential uh, the president condemn the act. Let's hope he does. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Um, you know what? I just, I just, I just don't know why so many leaders are just trying to sit on this. I don't know, but I think the president should have done that, unless maybe you know, actually they say you are around, where you do things from within the house. Maybe if he did that, maybe that would be the difference. But I think to gain him more votes, he should have actually come out clear and said something like that. I agree with you. I agree with you completely. So I really agree with you on that. Okay, let's see who is talking here. Um, Ladidi Ben, um, you've had, you've had, you have heart and love for Acholi, despite the fact that those ghetto youth did what wasn't worthy, and we condemn, even though we are in NRM. I don't blame those facilitate. I do blame those who facilitated them. Yeah, I understand. I read you. I also blame them. Those who facilitated. I think these are people who are. I've seen dangerous. Guys, I've watched movies. I've watched series. I've read stories where people malice a regime. Maybe this is a malice. You never know. It could be a malice. They could be on the other side saying that this government must come down. And then they fight to tarnish the name, rather. To some people, it seems and it may appear as if they are working so hard to keep the government. So I don't know if it is the truth. Don't come and kill me because I've exposed you, I've said the truth, you know. So that's what I want to say. Obore P. Jero just said, actually, Luming, I don't want to translate this in English because it will hurt me as well, because it's the fact. Neil Benavente said he ended his declaration for presidency in Nigerian attire. Shame. Hey, who did that? Please clarify, Nell. Please clarify on that. Who did it? Please. Donaciano Ochola is still saying, when who then planned for the inmates? Order from above. Order from above. Gladys, a lawyer, saying, hello, good evening. Hi, Gladys. Thank you for coming. Uh, Edward Uchaya said, those who are narrow-minded idiots, those are narrow-minded idiots who think money can buy happiness. It's so sad that MPs can do something like that. Ooh, the MPs, okay. Okay. Jara. Thank you for coming. Jara Tigawani, I hear Boss make threatening Honorable Jara Mapenduzi. Let him try if he thinks he's above the law. This time he will cease to exist forever. Wow. Is that a threat? Jara. Now these things nowadays, eh? You see people before Bobi Wine coming here, they were busy threatening, I'll kill you. Like you see, I wish I said this after taking weed, which I don't actually. Then I would actually imitate very well. We saw people threatening death. And then right now we have death tolls. So I hope this one is not a threat to both me. I know you're a diehard for Die Hard, Mapenduzi's Die Hard. Yeah, but um, let's not forget, okay, that a lot of NRM politics right now has lost meaning. Let's be honest, okay? It has lost a lot of meanings. At some point, people welcome NRM and they said, okay, fine, let's work together. Let's do this together. Let's do it. Like they were okay with it. But right now, you start talking. You come be in the community and start talking about NRM and try to sell your ideas. You'll hear what people have to say. So I personally don't hate Ojarma Penduzi or maybe have any um, wrangle with him, but I think he crossed at the wrong time. He crossed at the wrong time. Really wrong. Mapenduzi has been an opposition diehard that people had known. He has always spoken ill about the government and all that. So seeing that now this is the same evil system that he talked about is the one now going to join the evil system, kind of like betrayed people. Not just him, but all those ones that did like him, you know. So he's a good person. Like I know he's a good person. And Ojarma Penduzi, I also appreciate him for saying all that he had to say in relations to the crime which was done on that day, and say that him as a leader, hopefully he puts it to work. And he said that he as a leader, he will make sure that they follow up with the culprits. Whoever has committed the crime has to pay for it. For this guy, this innocent child, just losing his life like that. So I hope he does something. But again, oh God, let me just say this, but don't say I said it. Okay? There is a possibility, okay? Should I even say this? Okay, there's a possibility that Honorable Ojara Mapenduzi can take very good advantage of this situation. He can take very good advantage of what just happened during Chagulanyi's campaign, and that will win for him the campaign. How? You tell Honorable Jara to call me. I'll explain that to him. But I'm not going to say that he should do that, but or maybe I'm going to say like he should win, but you know politics is positive is politics. He may take advantage of just that and win. All right. Thank you. Sorry I took long on that. All right. We need change in Uganda. That's Zokot Justin or Tim. Thank you for saying that. People have always said change, 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 change. People need change. Um, and he's also saying that actually people are just confused. People they think without Museveni, no Uganda. I don't think all of them, because me personally, I believe that even without Museveni, there will still be Uganda. But I'm an actually, so not all the actuallys, I think, you know. All right, let's go on now. Olwen Bosco Okumu is saying Mapenduzi must be held. Oh, no, I read this already. Why did he convince? Like, I read this already, you know. Why? Why? That's a question of why, you know. Why? It is very important because people want to know if you don't have a hand in something, like, why? Why should you do that? And you know, at some point, these border borders were too many on the streets. There were too many. Much as maybe Honorable Jarma Penduzi told them that, please do not cover the entire road. Make sure that you respect the roads. Oh, no way. You know, we have the Majay and then we are the government. So like they were all on the road. You know, you of course you know like no sticks on you, no tear gas on you. You'll just cruise because it's you're on yellow, you know, like that pride. Yeah, so guys, these were basically the kind of the comments which were there. Let me see. There's one here. There's one here by Jennifer Kulu. Say like, how is those hooligans who are beating up people in Gulu preparing to survive after election? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, like you guys all know that they also threatened me. They threatened my life, and then of course, this is now the story. Let me tell you. I did some videos because, as me, I always do videos that don't favor just only one side. I do videos that favor, okay, like not favor, like, but can tell both sides of the story. So there was this gentleman called Ozella, the champion, and he was talking, and he said, um, "There's this lady, Leng Fatuma, who is uh, who claims to be the president of Ghetto here in Gulu." Was saying like she has to come to and apologize for what happened because now like things that has gone to a level of death and all that, she has to come and apologize. Now when I released that video, of course, you know that is someone's opinion and he's just saying it. Now what happened was like the some few get to youth came out and then they started warning me, threatening me, and saying they'll deal with me, they'll kill me, they'll cut my neck, and they said all those things, and it was on social media. And then there are some which I called when I was talking to the other lady. I spoke to her on phone. She um she was making a lot of threats as well, and the dogs were also barking from the sides. Like when I mean the dogs, I mean those ghetto youths that I think are under her. So like they were also barking a lot. Hey, Lakwet, we are going to deal with you. Hey, Lakwet, we're going to deal with you. We know where you stay. Da, 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 da. You're not going to make it in this city. You're not. So, I'm first of all, I'm a counselor, um, a trained counselor, and I'm a psychologist. So I waited. Because for me, I know talking is healing, right? So I let them talk because it was my own airtime. I didn't get their airtime, so it was my own airtime, and I gave them the platform to talk. They were talking, yeah, la, 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 this we are going to do this to you. We're going to do like we're going to like almost like 30, 40 minutes. But thank God I spoke to the mother, like the mother to this lady, because at some point it reached a point where I was telling her that, you know what, I think our level of reasoning right now cannot match. Let me just match your mother now. Let me talk to your mother. And then I was talking to the mother, but I think she also over, like she I think she's this kind of children who would actually squeeze their parents and they step on their parents. Yeah. So but at least you see the parent is trying to talk something sensible. Like so at some point we reach a point where I actually set up a condition. Okay. I know you guys probably saw the apology that she came out with. Fatuma came out with apology, saying, "Hey, I apologize." The only person, but again, that was not right. Okay, the only person I can apologize to is Lakwet Ben and Otobi. No, this to me, even that was not an apology. Because now like to a misinterpretation of some people, they may think that maybe they're like, I'm okay with what she says. No, that apology came because I tried to put some sense in her. Patiently, I did it patiently for like more than 1 hour, telling her on her face without any fear and telling those boys that you people, you may be you may have been, you might have been threatening people and you walk away with it, but me, you don't threaten me and you walk away with it. So unless otherwise, you are going to transform. That is when you started seeing the apology coming the next day. And I met those people who were threatening me with all those tools and all that. You know? So, guys, to be honest, to be honest, our leaders, if you know you need votes and you're in NRM and you're in northern Uganda, you need to come clear with all this shame that happened, where ghetto youth were brought to disorganize Chagulanyi's campaign. You need to come clear with that. Because if you don't do that, if you don't condemn that, just be sure there will be no votes for you. I'm not saying it because I'll tell people not to do it, but I'm saying it because I know they will do it. Because I hear them. I talk to them. I share with them. Because I'm not this kind of person who will actually reach a place and then you be there like, hey, you don't want to be known. Or maybe you start bossing and swelling up and all that. For me, when I reach a place, I make sure that, sorry, for me, when I reach a place, I make sure I be part of that place. And how I talk, we share ideas. I earn the trust. They earn my trust. We talk, and I hear them talk. I would have been really, really very dangerous if I worked for like some, okay, maybe CIA or maybe some intelligent network like that picks information and takes to the government. I would have been very, very dangerous person. But I'm not, and I will not. What we do, because first of all, Aquative is about community transformation, mindset change, attitude change, behavioral change. So that is the difference. Let me see if we have some. Uh, if we have some. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, we still have some. Wait, wait. Okay, we still have some comments. Okay, the lies. I don't know whether this one is the lies Uganda or maybe is Delize Uganda. I don't know. Please help me and write how you pronounce it down here so that I can. I don't want to be misfiring all the time. And he's saying, Diben Amori Matea actually Peggy Luming. Oh, yes. Thank you, Diben. Actually, people are not stupid. People who suffered in IDP camps and came out without any help from the same government that locked them in camps is not a nice thing. Yeah, the pain of IDP camps is something that you can never. It's even hard to describe it. Yeah, thank you. And he said the children of actually who may be participate, who may have participated in the ugly acts were not from ghetto. Who and under which government ghetto become a nice fashion. What about ago a neglected, sorry, citizen, a neglected citizens of Uganda? Sorry if I'm not reading it fluently because like the words are very tiny, like very, very tiny. Now, this brings me to say this. And I want someone from NRM to come clear with this. If you can hear me, Honorable Richard Todwong, if you can hear me, please, in one of our meetings, just allow me to record this. I remember we were together in Coach Lee just some 2 days ago, but we were for a different thing. Allow me to ask you this because I want this to be clear to Ugandans. At some point, everyone was saying that AGU was a government project, like it was an NRM project. They said it, like Ghetto Youth is a project. Now, if a time comes like this, and then they are being used in favor of the ruling government, now that is where you start thinking, is it true what they were saying? seeing that they are doing their own patrol, and then the soldiers, the UPDF are doing their own patrol, and then also um, the police is just walking, and then they're holding sticks, and then they're beating people, and then the police is just with their cars and doing their patrols, walking, and they're not saying anything. Could it be now like some election project? I don't know. Like this is kind of a situation that you guys in NRM put us to think that maybe that is the thing. Please come out clear. Tell us, condemn, and don't repeat. When you condemn, you keep condemning something, and then you come and then loop. It's a loop. You keep coming, you keep coming. That becomes something else. But I hope this marks the end. All right. When those in power, their children are not in ghetto or ago, what was the work of the military or the police who are custodians of protecting the citizens of Uganda? Now, I am not saying because I know the answers, but I want to think that they are the ones who could, could pull the trigger, because they are not accountable. But the military and then the police will definitely be accountable if they do something like that. I want to think it's like that. I'm just thinking it's like that. I'm just thinking. Go do the dirty work for us, we shall be clean, and you know that kind of thing. So, all right, let me see. It's unfortunate that two sons of actually died because of this nonsense. The whole actually you should vote no, even where no candidates are not there. Let them write the name of Honorable Jimmy Akena. Ah, okay, okay, now I get it. Okay. He's also saying actually should not vote any NRMP MP because it was NRA UPDF and NRA police who forced the poor actually ghetto youth to do what they did. Okay. Chagolanyi has all the rights to come and campaign in Gulu or any town or city in Uganda. That's right. That's true. That's true. The army and police were very many in Gulu city. Uh, they are one. Oh, sorry. They are the one who caused the situation that happened in Gulu. Hmm. Okay. Labon Dominic, greetings, Ben. I'm watching you live, and I want to join you live if it's possible. Oh yes, it's possible. That can be like in our next live. It's very unfortunate that if this was done earlier, I could have shared with you the link to the studio where you just come in and then you just give your opinion. Next week, I think I'm going to do it and I will give people the opportunity. I'll share the link here where you can join and you come live, give your opinion, and then you just drop down and someone else comes in like that. So we shall do that, just like the way sometimes we do it on TikTok. Okay, Lino Gomez, Mr. Deben, I hope you are, I hope you remember my name. Come on, Lino. Come on, Lino. Are you even serious? Okay, I follow you at Lakwe TV in my own time. Your world holds both sweet and bitter stories. Uh, Now more than ever, you need Jesus Christ, or you drift in a storm. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your prayers. I really need. I really need. And yeah, thank you, Lino. Lino, good make. I know you. I know you. So don't say something like that ever. I know you. Uh-huh. Let's go. Let's go ahead. Um, Raphael Owani saying, I think we, the Northerners, okay, the Northern Ugandans, the Northern Ugandans are bewitched because we can't remember what happened on us in this government in the past few years. Why? Uh, and we are supporting with all hearts, brothers, sorry, brothers, uh, dying yearly. Oh, yeah. So we down Willow. Um, the better way down I don't see arte, like ala chondo balokara. Maybe that's what is happening. Um, okay, Amaro Shopping Center say like we are coming to put the name of Akena Jimmy. Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting us know this. Oh yeah. Guys, thank you so much. This has been one of the most interesting lives ever. In terms of you guys coming in to respond so fast and with a lot of information that you package there in your comments. The lie is still saying, how do NRM MPs or those who want to be in leadership condemn what ghetto youth did? It is the NRM government who neglected the youth. Yeah, but do you think they know? They don't know. They don't know. You see, if you saw the way these guys were talking, even when they were threatening me, you all you see is poverty, hunger, and misuse of drug in them. And you even don't get annoyed with them. Because I strongly believe that even when they are just from threatening you, you just go there with your 2,000, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, and their minds are all changed. Not even if they mean anything they say. That is how damaged they are right now. It's very painful, guys, because we are talking here and there are loss of lives, and no one is saying anything much. I love the way these people of the boy arranged. The way they did it gave no platform, absolutely no platform to any politician to come and try and take advantage of the barrier. It was done traditionally, and that was it. I'm worried of what will happen next. This boy was buried the traditional way of someone who has been murdered. Lino, I also want to say a word of and hello to you after too long a time of not hearing from you, from each other. Yeah, I don't know where you went. You disappeared. I don't know. But I see you also comment somewhere. I'm like, this is okay. Thank you so much. Guys, greet Mr. Bad News as well. Why should I do it? Mr. Bad News, wait. Greet Mr. Bad News. Um, as we cross the path with him. Like, yeah, I think I'll talk to him one of these days. I've taken long without talking to him. It's almost 2 weeks, but I'll try and talk to him. But I think if he listens to you, if 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 Mr. Bad News listens to you and you talk to him, please advise him. I think it goes beyond. It goes beyond. Mothers are the same. Your mother, my mother, his mother, anyone's mother here. You cannot put such words that Mr. Bad News uses on people's mothers. You can never. That is a no-go zone. If he listens to you, please talk to him. Let him stop that. Let him start doing the content of Choco Paju rather than just attacking people's mothers and fathers and parents and children, like with all kind of dirty words that he says. I would be so grateful. I would be so grateful. Oh, otherwise, I would say hello to him. I think I will greet him tomorrow. Like, I'll call him. I'll call him. I'll call him. Okay. Keep him close to your heart. Yeah, I wish you could allow that. I wish you could allow that. But sometimes he chooses to go very parallel to what I do. Yeah. Give me his WhatsApp information. Yeah, on my inbox. Maybe you come, I'll get you. I'll get you that. Thank you so much. All right, guys. It has been wonderful talking to you. Uh, it's been like, I think, good months. Good months. Ever since we last talked again like this for all these hours. We've been doing like 1 hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 25 minutes. Like below. But this is 1 hour, 45, 43 minutes, which will actually go to 45. I think I really appreciate everyone for turning up. And this is how we should keep going. We really need to stand with our people. We really need to stand for the truth and call a spade a spade. We should not allow to do evil things just because of some pocket change for someone. Uh, that may not really not be good. Okay, just maybe this. Labon said thirdly, Fatuma and the team during the live meeting and the budget, how they will operate. Yeah, they did that. I remember. And then Dr. Coolboy, hello, Mr. Laquette. Hello, how are you? I hope you're okay. Yeah, guys. Thank you. I love you so much. I love you so very much. And guys, please continue to support this channel. Make sure you subscribe. If it's still your first time to watch us on this channel, um, this is Balakwe TV, and I'm called Ladid Ben, just like it's on the screen. Make sure you subscribe, you like, comment, and also give us the support. Apart from just sharing this information, but make sure you give us the support. Um, That is a mobile number that you can actually give in your support. Any amount. It doesn't mean like, oh, maybe this is what you need to, like put. No, 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 no. Any amount can be 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, could be 500 shillings. Any amount is welcome. That is one way you can support us. So thank you so very much for doing that, because I know that you are already feeling touched with this information that I've passed here today. And I'm looking forward and waiting to see. Uh, and by the way, if someone is to do this now, I would really, really have to recognize that. Um, let me see that. Let me see the phone. Let me see the phone. Okay. Um, let me wait and see. I'm just giving it just a few minutes. If I see it come, I'll actually notify that something has come. And if you're okay with me saying that you've contributed something to the channel, I'll definitely mention it over here. So just let me know. Here is the mobile money number that you can just share it here, and then it will come. And if you're sending it now, you'll also see the lights popping up on the screen, like now, and then boom, your support has already come through. And another way, guys, is that you can also uh, do what they call live. Okay, wait, not live. Can do super thanks, which happens during live. Sorry, like super thanks even after the live. You can still do that. Super chat, super stickers during the live is what you can also do. And then you can also become a member of this channel, Lakwa TV. And then that is one way you can also support the channel. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. I need your support because, of course, this is the period. This is the time that we need to hear. We need to hear more information, especially from things that come from around or from within here and even outside of here. We still need to hear that. And that can only be done when there is support. And we need you. We need each other. I need you. You need me. That's why we're here. So we stand with each other. Give your support to that number. I will really, really appreciate. Just remember, I don't work for anybody. I don't work for maybe any political party. All I do is just to get you guys the information. So no political party gives me money to support me in giving all this information. This is always probably the information I've gathered and the analysis that I bring at the end of the day. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. As I wait for your contributions towards as a support to the channel, guys, thank you so very much. I think this now brings us to the end where I'll have to say bye for now till we meet again. Don't forget, I'm bringing for you guys a story on these elephants who have been killing people. Only just last week, we have lost 2 people, and all the documentaries are ready for this for tomorrow. So we shall be doing that, and being also occupied doing that. So be ready. More is yet to come from Wet TV. Thank you, guys. I'll be waiting, and I'll be waiting. Make sure that you can also connect to me. You can also call me on this very number. You call me and we talk. Doesn't necessarily mean only to support, but you can also call, make inquiries, and we have a discussion. We have, like we can talk about certain things. Yeah. So you can call me on that. Thank you so much. Till we meet again. I love you all. See you and bye bye.
It's Sending love to my motherland, a beautiful place in Africa. They love like a family, but please don't step on